Dear gentle viewers, hi, I'm your host Reena and I'm so glad to have you here. So today is my sixth day of 30-day challenge of speaking in English. And today I want to discuss about my difficulties that I usually face while making this video. I took this challenge because I want to represent all of my thoughts that always going on in my mind. I want to express them in an organized way so that I can get rid of this problem and I can help you to improve your fluency in English because I am native speaker of Hindi and I am so passionate about English language. So I just thought that I should make all of my videos in English so that I can talk with you and I can help you in improving your English communication skills along with I can express my thoughts with you. However, I realized that I'm facing some difficulties while doing this. One of the most difficult thing that I face is while talking with you guys, I think about grammar. And when we think about grammar, then words will not come out smoothly because we started to think like whether should I talk in present, past, or in future. But it's completely okay if you are making some mistakes with these things. You just need to be consistent with your practice of speaking because these problems will get away on by on. You can overcome this by practicing only and not like that practicing on alternative days or once a week. You need to practice it in consistent way each day. Then only you can improve your fluency and you can get rid of this problem. So this was about grammar. Now next thing that come in my mind is translating. Since I am native speaker of Hindi, so I translate from Hindi to English and it take a lot of efforts and it is also an obstacle in fluency. So you don't need to do this. You don't need to translate in your head that what you want to say. You just have to focus on speaking English. Just think in English and speak in English. And over time, you will realize that you are no longer translating things in your mind. When you get rid of this problem, you will become fluent. Fluency is a thing that will come with consistency. It's a habit. You need to make a habit of speaking in English and then fluency will come automatically. And the most important thing that you need to focus on, just try to speak English without thinking too much in your mind. Like I have multiple thoughts in my mind when I talk with you and I started thinking like what thought should I express first and how I can express you in an organized way. And whenever I try to think in my mind, it's like it take a lot of time that I hardly able to speak words in front of you. Like now also, I'm taking too much time in speaking because I'm putting pressure on my mind that every word should be come correctly. That's why I'm taking too much time. But it's completely okay if you're making mistake. Mistakes are just part of learning. So you don't need to worry about these things too much. Just focus on speaking and fluency come on by on. And you know what? I started this challenge because I just want to express myself in front of you and I want to make you understand that if you want to speak in English, then you will have to be consistent with your practice. Just start talking with yourself and be consistent with your practice of speaking English because speaking come by speaking only. Like you read, like you watch, like you write. If you want to speak, then you will have to speak regularly. When you do this, you automatically get fluency. So these are the things that I want to say to you. And do you know, it's been too much time that I've been learning this language, but I was never dare to think that I someday going to make video, especially video podcast in which I'm going going to show my face. Means facing camera for me is too much difficult. I have prepared audio podcast. Actually, I have prepared 100 audio podcast for making spoken English better. It includes all the necessary topics that can help you in improving your spoken English. Those topics that help you in daily conversation. Just like we speak in Hindi, we can speak in English by listening to those audio podcasts. You know what? In starting, I was feeling that I will never be able to speak in front of camera, and whatever I was consuming, it was frustrating me because I was not able to produce by those consumings. So I just thought that I should make audio podcasts instead of doing nothing. So I prepared script. 100 podcast is like a massive thing, right? So it took my 6 months at least for creating all the 100 podcast, making script. After that, I started recording them, and after recording, I felt relief that whatever I've been consuming for a long period of time, now I have created something. So that relief motivated me to create video podcast as well. So I gave a challenge to myself that I am going to make video podcast as well, because I always listen to audio podcast. I always listen to a lot of English content in which they say that if you want to speak, then you will have to speak, and confidence will come along the way. Means the first step is to start speaking. It's not like that somehow you got confidence and then you will speak. It will never happen. You just try to speak first, and then you will feel motivated and you will feel confidence in yourself. And the same thing I have observed. When I started speaking, then I get some confidence, and it was like a big milestone for me that I have achieved now. It's my 6th day of speaking in English with you, and I'm so glad that I can share my thoughts with you. I hope it inspired you that you can also make videos. You can also start speaking in English. It's just the first step that difficult for anyone. But once you take your first step, it will no longer be a difficult thing for you. Just take your first step and be consistent. Consistency is the only way that you can achieve whatever you want, and be disciplined. And most important thing is this, that sometimes I feel like I am so lucky that I have everybody in my life that supports me, my family, my husband, especially, who encouraged me a lot for making these videos. However, definitely he added my video. Whatever nonsense sometimes I talk, he added those things. But I want to say one more thing, that I never make any script before recording myself in front of camera because I find it difficult. First make script and then talk. Actually, I want to improve my fluency, so it should be spontaneous according to me. If you are going to make script, then I think it will not of use for me. So I just speak randomly. I just speak off the cuff. Off the cuff means I speak spontaneously, not like that I first make script and then I talk with you, or I make some bullet points, then I talk with you. I do nothing. I just speak randomly. I just speak off the cuff, or you can say I just speak spontaneously. And I love this. I'm very happy to have you here. And thank you so much for giving me your time. If you want to say something, if you want to express your thoughts, then you can comment me. I will definitely reply you. And I'm so glad that you are with me in this journey of my spoken English. Thank you so much. Let's call it a day.